I have literally never been to a Dairy Queen in my life, but I remember always wanting to go as a kid. The direct yet regal name, the mysteriously concrete blizzards, the weirdly voluptuous vanilla cone. As an easily influenced child, I knew two things: that I loved ice cream and that I needed to go to Dairy Queen. But my mom never took me, likely due to the facts that I'd become obsessed with the most random shit ever repeatedly, like how when I was 10 I told everyone at a family gathering that I only and desperately wanted Colgate 360 toothbrushes for Christmas, and that the only one that ever opened near me didn't do so until 2014 and actually shut down last year. And I can't drive, so there's that. But I vividly remember being enchanted by the shape of their ice cream when I was a preteen. Sadly, that signature Michelin Man-esque swirl has evaded me to this day, but that didn't stop me from developing a weird obsession with their 2008 browser game Unite the Deeqs. If I couldn't taste their ice cream, I could at least fixate on my desire for it through the fantasy of a virtual world. Unite the Deeqs was released on January 31st, 2008, and being that DQ's target audience was children ages 8 to 12, they got me. I was already regularly playing Neopets, Webkins, Club Penguin, Miniclip, and Newgrounds, so why wouldn't I add another to the list of Flash-based time wasters? The opening cutscene of the game goes into some very dramatic Dairy Queen lore. Apparently, a batch of soft serve was
too sweet, too fun, and too powerful,
thus creating the species known as the Deeqs. The player is urged to rescue the Deeqs, which have broken out of the freezer they've been locked away in for the last 70 years. Upon starting Unite the Deeqs, you create your own avatar, whose head looks just like DQ's signature vanilla cone. Yes! You can name and mildly customize your avatar. There are 3 menu tabs for customization. The gender tab, where you can choose to be a guy Deeq, which faces right and has a pointier swirl, or a girl Deeq, which faces left and has a swirlier swirl. A tab I can't read from this ancient video file controls your t-shirt color, and then there's the accent tab, which controls the color of your t-shirt's design. You can also switch up the actual design on the shirt, as well as give your avatar some sort of face paint. From here, you're thrown into the platforming world of the Deeqs, where you collect map pieces and gather points to unlock deals to redeem at physical Dairy Queen locations. You jump across clouds and use your jetpack to fly, for which you need to collect fuel, and you can also play a few minigames. Gorilla's Burger Bounce consists of bouncing a soccer ball, and in another you ride a classic red DQ spoon across the sky to collect goodies. I actually don't remember uniting any Deeqs, but apparently there was a story mode in which you embark on a quest to bring Deeqs together and protect them from a dark storm. Oreo eventually partnered with Dairy Queen, and the game Blizzosphere was integrated into the site, where you help the character Blender to gather notes on a formula designed to keep away the dark storm. 5 years after Unite the Deeqs' debut, the virtual world was shut down in 2013 and replaced with 3 Flash games: Blender's Fruit Frenzy, which was a reskin of the game Fruity Flip Flop, Gorilla's Vintage Puzzle, for which the original file name was Jigsaw, and Spooner's Soft Serve Mountain, which was a reskin of the game's Snowboard Challenge, all of which I have absolutely no recollection. In 2017, the site was shut down entirely, and going to Deeqs.com now simply redirects you to the Dairy Queen website. But partial versions of both sites can still be accessed through the Wayback Machine. For the original site, you can still type in your username and password, but pressing sign in won't get you anywhere. For the revamped site, you can still see the Flash games listed, but none will load. RIP both to Flash and to the Deeqs. I honestly think about this game way too often, and a big reason why is probably because of the general dreamy ambiance. Even if I didn't really have much to do and nowhere to go to redeem my in-game points, I loved jumping on fluffy clouds as my swirly little anthropomorphic ice cream. And the music was so soothing and mildly mysterious and synthy. When I hear it now, it reminds me of the ambient sounds in Spore. Shout out to Brian Eno for that one, I think, which came out the same year and which I also loved. I wanted to make a video on this for a while, and while opening a new Google Doc to start typing out my thoughts, I realized I didn't even have to completely backspace and title document. It was a sign. Ultimately, it's just a promotional website designed to sell Dairy Queen products. After telling my friend TJ about it, they responded with, "Man, capitalism is fucking wild," and it sure is. And I'm sure my mom would have laughed at the characters being called Deeqs had I told her about the site. I remember her being very concerned when I had a phase where I exclusively drew bloopers for Mario. What? Honey? Almost all of the media used in this video was gathered from the Lost Media Wiki, which is an absolutely amazing resource. Big thanks to YouTube user EncyEx for letting me use their recording of the music, to Lost Media Wiki users Logan the Hammer and Hopqueer for their research on the minigame's reskins, and to Vimeo user Space150 for the site trailer footage. I've left links to everything in the caption below. For me, Unite the Deeqs was bizarrely memorable, so even if I have nothing but anecdotes to contribute to its existence in the archives of Lost Media, I figured I'd at least share my experience alongside what others have documented.